All right, so on the bottom, once you have set your ground and you've shaded in your black background area, we can move on to shading our forms. So I'm going to show you how to shade like this. What I'm doing here is shading with the contour of the form. So what do you guys think when I say, what do you think that means, shading with the contour of the form? Right, so you're going to shade in the direction of these lines that you made up here, okay? So, for example, let's go ahead and do this large cube right here. And when you're doing this, when you're drawing from a reference photo at any time, you need to be looking at that reference photo the entire time you're drawing. If you're not looking at the reference photo, your drawing is not going to be realistic most likely. Okay, so you always have this out. So I'm looking at my reference photo and I'm going to go ahead and start on this large cube. What I'm going to do is shade in this direction, because that's the direction of the contour lines that we have up here. And I'm just going to slowly build up the value. Sorry, I lost one of my lines here. So I'm slowly building it up. I'm going to try and focus on this dark shadow right here. And I'm going to slowly build that up. My pencil is super sharp, and that helps out a lot. And I'm gonna leave this middle area here more of a mid-tone. It's almost like a little highlight in there. And I'm going to work on this corner over here too. There's a shadow there. What are you guys noticing about the way I'm doing this? Right, I'm building it up very slowly and lightly, a little bit at a time. And when you guys are doing this, I don't want you to use a smudger for this part, because I want to see if you're shading in the right direction. So it's okay if I can kind of see your lines. If you're shading lightly and being gentle with your hand, it will still be a really nice, smooth shading. That's what I want to see. So we're going to keep going in that manner until we have all of our forms shaded. I also want you guys to look at these shadows that the forms are casting. So I already have the one that's cast by the cylinder. I'm going to go ahead and do the one that's cast by the cone really quick. So it kind of comes from the bottom here and it goes up like this. And it comes out this way. Oh, sorry. So it comes from the bottom, kind of comes up this way a little bit, and then the other side comes down here. And that's pretty black, so I'm just gonna color that in dark like I did the background. So make sure you're getting all of the shadows as well. Okay, so there's my shadow. All right, so like I said, just continue in that manner until you have finished shading your bottom drawing. The point is to get it as close to this as you possibly can. One thing I didn't mention is when you're highlighting, you need to pull the highlights out with your eraser in the same direction with the contours. Okay? Questions?